Now we're in.
Not yet.
Hey, now we're in. Hey. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
What's up?
Heroes and villains. Thank you for joining us for the very first time. Or maybe you've been here for a long time.
We've been here for a long time.
This episode of Initiative.
Anyone who's been watching, anyone who has been watching since episode 1. Hi, welcome.
Yeah, maybe you've binged
Yeah,
You're the
us.
best.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Maybe.
There are people who are binging us right now.
That's incredible
Yeah,
to
that's-
me.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thanks for
Yeah,
doing this.
that's like over 100 hours
Yeah, it's
That-
a lot of
to,
time.
At least
binge
20.
to binge to this far.
It's at least
like-
4.
Yeah, at least 4.
Oh, absolutely.
This show called Initiative, the superhero tabletop adventure series where a bunch of teenagers get together and try and save New York, the world, the
Or
universe, the
die
cosmos, or die trying.
Mhm.
My name's Colby, your Professor GM for tonight, joined here by my lovely cast and crew, Cory,
Hi, my name is Cory. I play as Elias Crowley.
David,
Hi, my name's David, and I play as Adam Mercury.
and Jackie could not join us tonight, unfortunately.
Yep.
So, which is fine.
Which means we're in for some shenanigans tonight.
Yeah.
Boys' night. You know what that
It
means.
means we're gonna die.
Yeah. I'm gonna drown in space.
In space, no one can hear you drown. All right, shall I go into the recap?
Yes. Do it.
Might as well.
All right. So, the story so far, episode 214. Last time on Initiative, our heroes find themselves on Union's Crest, a space station the size of an artificial continent and the political center of the galaxy. They are on a journey to bring Adam back to his homeworld of Nabaya to assess and assist in the supposed civil war occurring there. However, their ship requires repairs after a battle during FTL travel, and their group is offered a bounty hunting gig by their new, quote, ally, and the galaxy's worst bounty hunter, Rutanova. They are to capture a man named Drabe Morai, who is wanted for Grand Theft Auto and giving unlawful gratuities. He frequents a club called the Parsecs Travel in the recreation district of the current station. The morning of the mission, Adam is startled awake as visions through the perspective of a mysterious person fled through his mind, as they did months ago, ending with a vomiting fit. Before our heroes begin their bounty hunt, they travel to the commerce core of the station, where they are berated by a fashion idol who films a total makeover of the party at his expense. Finally, through all the distractions, they arrive at Parsecs Travel, entering the club, and the group quickly finds Drabraham, though he has hired a bodyguard for his last day on Union's Crest. They lure him out of the club, entering an elevator to take him out of the building. However, our heroes stop the elevator and attempt to capture him, beginning a fight with his robot bodyguard. During their conflict, Adam is able to take Dre back to their ship and return as the fight breaks out into the skies above the recreation district. Peacekeeping sentry bots arrive on the scene, and while our heroes are able to escape the robot bodyguard, Elias is captured by the sentries and taken off to be detained after a bioscan is performed on him. Before he is bound, he's able to use his communicator call to Judge Sayre for help. As Elias is carried away, a massive Nabayan ship appears out of FTL travel over the station. What is to become of Elias, and what does the capital ship arrival mean? Find out on this week's episode of Initiative.
I can't wait to break you out of jail.
Like I said before we went live, I hope the judge gets there first.
Prison break. Prison break.
It's not that I don't have faith in you. I just don't have faith in you, dude.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's okay. You might end up in the cell with me.
I might. You're right. I probably will.
I'm gonna save him.
I'm here to rescue you. Then why are you wearing handcuffs? All part of the plan.
So-
inside.
We fade in on a metal corridor, just all steel, a bit sterile looking, kind of no decorations, anything like that, as on one end of this long hallway a door opens up and we see row of about 2 rows of 6 Nabayan soldiers step through. Their gold and blue, almost scaled armor down their bodies, as each of them hold various long polearm weapons as they step through in a double file order. They move in through, and on the other end of the hallway, a door opens to reveal this this small hovering droid, about this spherical shape with a few jutting edges from it, and a screen at the front, though right now it's just black. Moves up front, and as the door opens and that one droid fills in, about several more, about 3 or 4, join, hover in. The soldiers stop on either side of the hallway, and then we see a figure step from behind the soldiers, walking down through. And one of the droids speaks up. "Welcome, Your Majesty, to Union's Trust."
No.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
I don't like the sound of that.
I think it's gonna be a family reunion pretty soon for you.
All right. So, last we left off, Cory's Elias was arrested.
Yes.
Again.
Yes, he sure was.
This time in space.
So, we're gonna do a little bit of a time skip. It's maybe like a couple hours
Okay.
for anything on there.
Uh-huh.
Elias, you'll find yourself inside of a small, very small and very dark room, single spotlight on you. Where you stand is a platform with no floor around you. Just, you're on this circular head up with like a stool. It's not comfortable. Both of your ankles have these sort of cufflinks that are attached to the stool that's fastened to the metal platform that you're on, so you're completely stuck.
That sucks.
Yes. They do a little bit
Hit us
more,
with that music.
tense music.
Give me that interrogation music.
We'll do this. That'll work. All right, so you find yourself sitting here, single light on you, and the light seems to shift in colors every few minutes. So like a blue, and then a red, a green, back to white, and you're in here in complete silence. You can. It's almost being like in a partial senses deprivation tank, where it starts becoming so eerily quiet in here that you can feel your chest beating, and the sound of your own breathing is becoming very apparent around you. And what do you do?
I try to like scoot in my chair if I can.
Yeah, it's completely like it's part of the floor.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, there's no moving it.
Yeah. Do I have use of my hands?
Yes.
Can I like try to like grab at them?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you reach down at the bindings, and it's pretty tight. Like you have barely any room to move your ankle. Maybe about half a foot. You can move your legs out from the stool. And, just, and when you reach down, you can feel they feel like like traditional handcuffs. It's like they're cold steel on it.
Can I create a soul chain and like throw it in a random direction?
Sure, yeah. And it just seems to go in the darkness.
Oh, that's weird. I like disconnect it and just let it kind of trail off and disappear.
Yeah, if it falls, like there's definitely no floor.
Can I make wings?
Yeah.
And I want to just try to like flap upward if I can.
Yeah, made a strength roll.
Oh boy.
16.
All right, and you're halted at basically the 6 inches of your ankles attached. And it just yanks down on your feet. You feel the metal dig into your ankles, like through the skin, and it hurts.
So then I guess this platform's connected to something then. I was wondering if it was floating or not. Shit.
You hear
Please refrain from using any sort of attachments, wings, cybernetics, or any other devices while inside the chamber.
Why am I in here? Hello?
Oh, never mind.
No, wait, am I not supposed to?
I can hear you guys arguing.
Yeah, I'll take a double fry. Chicken.
Nothing. After any objects that were on you were taken away from you.
Yeah.
After an amount of time you cannot determine, seems like a little while. A light you see in the distance. As many spotlights start filling a path towards you, and each time the light touches what's supposed to be the hole, the ground in front of you, a platform is there in blink of an eye, and someone is stepping towards you. It's a tall individual. They're about you have to guess between 8 and 9 feet tall, kind of skinny. They have these robes, these dark like navy blue robes down that fan from their legs downward, and then everything above is pretty tight. Looks to be some sort of a dress uniform esque. They don't have a neck. It's just sort of like this head, and it's cradled by this long, like popped sort of collar onto it. And they have very long arms, almost down to their feet. Move in, and they're holding what looks to be a holographic like data pad sort of thing. And you see their hair, their face is covered in hair.
Yeah.
Move aside, and their cheeks look a little sunken. And they have like an orange hue to like how they look, almost like a ginger hue, and steps through. And as he walks, he's not looking at you, sort of at the pad, walking through. And as the light reaches you, right in front of you, a table, a steel table, is in front of you, between you and him.
Yeah.
As the light, and a stool on the other end.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get this over with. Sits down. Still far taller than you as he sits.
I'm like,
Space cop.
Something funny to you?
I wasn't laughing.
Name's Tura.
Tura.
I'll be the one having a conversation with you today. What's your name?
Rain.
Rain, huh? Alright. Where you from, Rain?
You know, I've been traveling for so long that I don't remember.
Traveling, huh?
Flying all over the systems.
Really?
Stopped here, make a quick buck, fix my ship.
Where you off to?
The next place that pays.
Eh? Alright. See him thumb down something on the pad. Where were you last?
I was in Union's Crest.
Before Union's Crest.
Abaya.
How is it over there?
Shitty.
How did you get here?
Took a ship.
What ship? Got him.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. I don't recall the name of it. I hired a guy to fly me here.
Make a deception roll.
14.
Okay. What brings you to Union's Crest?
Bounty hunting.
Oh.
Which is within my legal parameters, which makes me question why you have me here.
Have you here because you decided to cause quite a ruckus above RD?
I was just trying to apprehend the perpetrator.
You leave the apprehending to the authorities. Bounty hunters are supposed to keep it quiet.
We were trying. He had a guard droid. Guard droid went apeshit and blew up the side of a building.
Oh, we took care of the guard droid. Don't you worry about that. But now is the problem of dealing with you, Rain. Seems... He takes the pad and shows it to you. And you see a name, it says Rain, but there's no picture, and there's a bio, maybe just there's nothing. But seems you don't come up on the registered bio stands. Why is that?
Beats me. Maybe you guys need to keep better records.
You've been here for a while, then I think you would know how optimized our record keeping is. What I do?
More ominous.
There we go.
Excuse me, I have to change the music.
Yeah, you have to. There we go. I do like some Vampire the Masquerade music from
Fix
my
the
ominous.
jukebox.
Hey.
Seems we do have something in common.
Buddy cop.
Love it.
So, you know what happens to people who aren't registered?
No.
It ain't so bad, actually. Union's crest, we have a strict policy. Prismatic Coalition doesn't like the idea of planets getting things they shouldn't be getting, if you get my drift. Causes all sorts of chaos. Problem. Would be a real tragedy if someone were to take something that wasn't theirs, or learn something they shouldn't know, bring it back to their backwater planet. Ah, well. Sticks and stones turn into bombs and FTL travel.
So you want to keep civilizations from evolving?
Keep it natural. Have you ever seen a civilization that goes a little too far, a little too quickly?
Thoughts of Earth. Yeah.
You have. You came from Nabaya.
Yeah.
There's an example. And between you and me, I don't want any more Nabayas out there. So, what do we do here, Rain? I don't know where you're from. You're not in the bio stands. Guess we gotta do something to you. Make it right. It's pretty standard. Doesn't hurt too much. Nice old pipe.
What are you implying?
And make you a new man, Rain.
You're gonna wipe my mind and send me out into space?
Oh, we have special re-entry courses for Union Crest individuals for the mind wiped. Maybe we'll throw them, depending on whatever skills you have, throw you in the Sepals, or they'll find. It's not my job to find out.
This is hardly fair. I was out there doing your job, catching bounties. I have a lapse in my license, and now I have to get my mind wiped and work in your slave camps?
You don't have a license. You don't have any documentation. That's the problem.
But there I was out there doing your job. You put those bounties out on people that you guys can't catch yourselves.
And we trust capable, certified bounty hunters to take care of it for us. It's a big station.
What happened with Drabe?
Properly detained.
So my job was done.
Looks like it. Thank you very much.
So why won't you let me out?
Shows you the pad again. Let's not talk in circles now. Of course, maybe I might be inclined to change my mind. You tell me again where you're from. Maybe you can jog that memory before we get rid of it entirely.
I told you where I'm from.
It's gonna be like that, Rain.
You see those warships. I know you see them. I know you guys are keeping track of them. Why don't you communicate with them?
You're not a Nabayan. Know that.
It doesn't matter.
It does to us, because we don't know what you are.
I think it scares you.
Of course it does. Scares all of us around here. Universe, galaxy, whatever you want to call it, is requires a delicate balance.
You're afraid of the Nabayans.
Well, you saw the warships.
How do you think they would feel if they caught wind that you captured a member of their hierarchy?
Oh, I think they'd be pretty upset.
I think so too. I think you should tell them you've apprehended one of their dukes.
Oh, Duke. Nice one, Rain. Caught myself a Duke. He stands up and he starts walking. Duke. And the lights. Leaving you back in your single spotlight.
Like, this fucker's better hurry up.
Meanwhile. All right. Going back a little bit in the day. There it is. Adam, what are you doing?
So I just, if I remember correctly, ran back to the ship with Drabe. Right,
Yeah.
I brought him back.
Yep, you ran back to the battle after that. And you were being held by Elias, who was then captured.
Right, that's right.
But you were able to escape.
Okay.
So a little bit after that,
Yeah.
where are you? What are you doing?
I would have run back to the ship.
Yeah.
And is Rook here? Is he at the ship?
Yeah,
Make it back?
it takes them a little longer for Rook and Jackie to arrive back. Jackie walks in, T-posing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just standing over Drabe, who's like injured.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
Yeah.
You really did a number on Drew.
Yeah. And as soon as Rook comes in, I'm just gonna say, hey, I caught Drabe, but Elias got
You did.
Elias got arrested, so I have to go get him.
Wow.
Do you?
Lasted a whole day and a half.
Yep. Where would you have been taken? Do you know?
I'll have to do some searching.
Okay. How? Okay.
Give me an hour or two.
That's a really long time.
Listen, it wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, I know.
I gotta get him settled too.
Uh-huh.
If he dies in here, you can consider that bounty gone. And he'll never get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Just
So why don't you relax, breathe. Just because your friend is certainly meeting his demise about Now.
You can see why this is urgent.
All right, I'll go to this. He goes up to the cockpit.
Yeah, as soon as you find out, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, everyone else there is V. The door opens to the cockpit and V's there. She's like, "Where is he?"
Got arrested.
I see.
Yep, we're in space and he got arrested. This is really bad. I'm waiting for the captain there to tell me where to go. It's taking a while.
She sort of just walks in front. What did you do? Graffiti? What the fuck?
We were capturing the bounty,
Okay,
Drabe there,
yeah.
and he had this guard robot that was like, "I'm gonna get you," and then we ran away from the guard robot, and he blew up part of a building, and then we started flying away from the robot, and then the cops came and arrested Elias, and I think the robot too.
Oh, great. I'm glad.
I'm not.
Well, neither am I, you idiot.
What do you think they do to people in jail in space?
I don't know, like throw him into space. Airlock him? I don't know. I don't watch sci-fi.
I really hope not. I'm just like pacing at like max speed.
Cam is like trying to pace with you.
Yep.
And they're like, we have to bust him out.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I plan on doing. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there full force, guns blazing.
We have guns?
Metaphorical guns. Guns.
Cam has no muscle.
Yeah.
It's like in a cartoon, like when like the bicep goes under. It looks like a elbow noodle.
Okay. Cam's just gonna pace with you. Not really understanding the intensity or the situation itself, but is happy to somehow include themselves.
Yeah.
And V takes out her book and just kind of starts trying to chill herself out. Cedric and Lauren on standby, same with Xavier. They're perturbed, but they're basically keeping an eye on Drabe, making sure he's either A, alive, and they're two unconscious.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of like how I would break into a space jail, or where the space jail would even be, or how I would break into a normal jail.
Yeah. So, it takes about an hour and a half, and door opens back out, and Rook steps through. All right. First things first, you're gonna take him, points to Drape, out front of the docking station.
Okay.
And here it gives you like a very small, like cell phone sized data pad. Take that. You're gonna give that to the collector.
Okay.
He's gonna take Drabe, and then come back up.
Sure. Yeah.
So.
I'll do that quick.
Yeah, you move through and kill Drabe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bring him out front. Essentially, throughout the packed streets, a single like square ship just parks out front, and it's almost like a ice cream truck where just like a window opens up front, and a large robotic hand and like, and has like a little. It's not part of the hand itself; it's holding it. You know, like a credit card reader that you'd have like when you're purchasing something. It has one of those out.
The little data pad in.
Ding. And another hand comes out and grabs Drabe. Nobody's batting an eye.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm just like,
It grabs him and pulls him in.
Congratulations, you just fed the robot space truck a human body.
I'm gonna stand there for like 30 seconds, like not knowing what's has happened. And then
People like bumping into you.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go back inside and be like, the truck ate Drabe.
Good. All right. Just should be seeing those credits soon. Those coins. Excuse me. And now, about your friend there. So I located the specific station, or at least a few of them, that he could be at in the recreation district over there. Kind of narrowed it down a bit, depending on where you guys got arrested. And he was bioscanned, right?
I think so.
All right. We don't have a lot of time then.
Before what?
Remember when I said they do some pretty messed up things?
Uh-huh.
They're gonna wipe his memory Clean slate.
Oh, that's not good.
Then they're gonna put him into these re-entry courses, put him back in a Union Crest society. He'll become a legal resident.
That's the worst. The worst thing that can happen to him.
It's not so bad.
Sounds pretty bad.
I mean, you know, this could be worse.
Yeah, but having his memory wiped could affect more than just his memory.
All right.
It's complicated.
All right. Well, then we should go get him, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Do you think he'll have like a bail?
No. I mean, well, the problem is we'd have to.
Like, no, he won't have a bail, or no?
We
he
gotta
can't
have
afford
the
it?
proper credentials in order to get him out of there. Obviously, you won't be able to.
What about you?
I don't really have a reason to have him.
What if you just like what if you just say he's like works on the ship?
Gotta be registered.
This makes things way more complicated. I hate this registry thing.
So
Why
for
don't
a
they know
reason.
about Earth? Why don't they know about Earth? Like, why don't they?
Your planet is as backwater as they come, short of some Stone Age. I don't know, nameless place. Huh?
Aliens.
Your planet isn't up to snuff to the Prismatic Coalition standards.
Alright. Well, you coming with me or not?
Yeah, I'll come with you.
You don't mind? What if we get caught?
Well, you'll get caught. I'll run.
If anything, I'll run.
If you'll run with me.
Sure.
Bring anyone else?
Who's coming?
That's up to you.
Look around.
It's up to you.
Here's all the sheets.
Everyone's up to Brain.
Oh man.
Everyone's up to come.
Who do I want to risk? Is the question. I mean, V and Cam want to come, I assume. Sure. I'll take V and Cam.
Okay.
Two you don't have sheets for.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay. So, as you all depart, you'll have to make it back to the recreation district. So you'll have to pay 4 people. Rook can handle himself. You gotta
Okay.
pay for 3.
Right. Where does Nicole keep our coins? Oh, there they are. How much was it per person? Just 1 per person?
Like 3, I think.
3.
3 per
Us is 3
person.
And it's just me, Cam, and V.
Yep.
So 9.
How many do you have left?
14.
All right.
Bail me out of 14 space bucks.
Well, we'll get our bounty money soon, right?
10,014 space bucks.
Even though we need to repair the ship, that's fine.
You're 14 space bucks short. So, you make your way to the public transportation, which takes another 45 minutes to an hour.
Yep. Yep. I hate this. I just want to go.
So you arrive back to the residential, and I'll put the screen up. Although now it said it. Oh yeah, I didn't put the things there. All right. So you arrive on Pedal 6, the recreation district over there. It is. And when you arrive there,
Look at you knowing your map.
I know.
Oh, look at that.
It's only like we've been to 2 places. As you arrive, as busy as ever. It's about it's starting to get a bit late. Last time you left off, it was for the to get into the club, Parset's Travel, and now the sky itself, while it doesn't relatively change, there is that sort of night air about, where a lot of the ads have shifted over in like their color scheme to show a bit more darker, muted colors, and it's almost like an artificial sky is telling you it's night, the equivalent of so. And as you move through, you guys get off of the ship. Cam
Stick together, stick together. Don't go too
goes to
far.
run off, and V grab both of you grab out. I got it. Rook has a data pad out. He's like, all right, we got 3 places to judge out.
Okay.
Here.
How are we gonna figure out if it's the right place? Do we just go ask?
I mean, that's the tough part, kid. Approaching the situation it's sensitive. They're gonna ask you why you want to see him.
Yeah.
They're not even gonna answer if he's there or not.
Okay, so we're just gonna have to try and like read them, or
If we get close enough to a place, I might be able to use my communicator over here and figure out where he is.
okay.
But again, getting in there is a whole different matter.
I mean, maybe if we need to get in, I might be able to get in without them even noticing.
You can try.
I don't know if it work.
It's tough.
Last ditch effort.
I don't know how they set up these places around where you're from, but they're a bit prepared.
I gotcha. Okay, well we'll try to just use the communicator first and see if that
Alright.
works.
Make an investigate roll with a +5.
Investigate. 16.
16? You die.
Okay.
So, yeah, it takes about another half an hour of walking around. If you move at your speed with the communicator, it doesn't read fast enough to be able to get the signal it needs.
All right.
So you move through with your group, and eventually you do stumble upon a peacekeeper facility. And it's there's a break in the buildings, so to put in reference, all the streets are congested with these tall buildings. These ones is finally a break in it. It's sort of like a compound and how it's set up as a front gate that's open. People are moving in and out of it. All around you see the cylindrical sentry bots moving in and out as well through like a separate side opening of the gate. There's a bit of foliage that's been planted along the path leading up to the front door of the front double door of the facility, which just opens up, constantly opening and closing as people are walking in and out.
Yeah.
It has the air of a police station to it as you walk up. The building itself is pretty large, but it's a square, like uniform shape. It isn't very colorful. It seems darker than the rest of the buildings around, since all the buildings around here are bright lights and like casino type style, all these graphics. This doesn't have any of that. And it doesn't even have any symbology in front to even denote that it is a peacekeeping facility. The only reason you know is because of the sentries that are moving in and out. And yeah, people are moving to and fro, and they stop, and Rook looks at his pad and looks up and has his communicator in one hand. He's like, here. And this is it.
Okay. I try and use the communicator.
Well, I don't think he's gonna have it on him.
Well, let's find out.
All right.
Hello? Anyone? Damn. We're the
Well,
shop.
I'm out of ideas.
Let's go home.
How far in there do you think we can get without them like stopping us?
Stopping us?
Yeah.
I mean, they got the front lobby, probably some offices in there. Anything past that?
I mean, want to just try waltzing in and asking?
I defer to you, kid.
I don't think anyone here is really great with cops, but we can try.
V's says, my skin is tingling just from being in here, man. I'm having a rough time.
All right, well,
Cam says, I'll talk to him.
I don't know if a kid talking to them would be better or worse. Maybe they have a soft spot.
Oh no.
They better be soft.
Well, be on your best behavior.
All right, I will.
Yeah. All right, you first.
Cam walks.
Yeah. Oh, I can behind Cam.
Oh my god.
Rook looks to V.
Yeah.
V. Rubbing her temples.
I'm gonna be in here forever. I'm gonna get my mind wiped. I'm gonna lose all my sweet ass memories.
Sweet ass.
That's fine. Cam will be the savior.
All right. Yeah, you walk in.
Yeah.
Immediately, Cam walks up to the front door, and they're just like, just follow my lead. And the door opens up, and this large cylindrical robot is right in their face, like, ah! They step back.
Instant bioscan.
And it just moves around. And they're like,
Let's find the first not robot to talk to.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They walk up. There are, in the section to the left of you, looks to be a sort of waiting room in itself, rows. It looks more like a hospital waiting room than a police station area, because it's very, just in its volume and how large it is, and there's a few people sitting down at these, these plastic benches. To your right looks to be an office section, like cubicles, the way they're set up over there. Though the way they're set up is you can actually see them stacked on one another. And the way it is, it's set up like these tubes of 3 offices with glass encased in all of them, and there's a lift between each one. So like each tube has its own respective lift, and they can get off, and so they look to be soundproof. Some of them, there's about 4 rows of them. About 2 or 3 you can see are muted, or rather tinted, so you can't see. You see one person actually touch, like, it looks like they're talking to someone, like a woman who's crying, and they walk over to the glass and they run their finger along it, and it just mutes into a dark color so you can't see.
Interesting.
And in front of you is a large long desk with several robots.
Damn it. Damn, they're all robots.
Cam goes up, I want to speak to your manager, and V just pulls Cam away. Adam, you take care of this.
Oh my god. I go to the desk and I'm like,
ask for their manager.
I look down at the robot. I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Robot.
How may I help you today?
One of my companions has been apprehended. I was wondering if there was a bail price for him.
Could I have this individual's name, please?
I think to myself, I'm like,
Oh no.
would he have given his name? Either way, they don't know who he is. Doesn't matter. Elias.
Very good. Please wait one moment. They just see, it's not eyes, it's like a red bar. It's like a white. I'm sorry, I do not have an Elias in our records.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to like draw Elias.
Oh.
It's gonna be like terrible.
No.
Make a presence roll or dexterity.
They rolled 0, so
Okay, very good.
18.
Not bad.
Oh, no.
It's like a really bad drawing. Like, it's decent for my skill level, but I have no skill.
Yeah. You draw it.
Yeah. I show him, I'm like, looks like this.
Two like clamped hands. Grab a scanner. I'm afraid nobody of these proportions exists.
At all. Ever.
Okay, how do I make a robot understand
Gives it
me?
back to you.
Yeah, I take it back. I'm like, I thought it was pretty good.
Cam tugs at your.
You can't. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Thank you. Pulls it up, puts it away.
I think of how I would
cute.
talk to a robot. I'm like, okay, he got arrested. I tell him like where we were at what time. Like this is like what he got arrested for at this place at this time.
I see. Could you please wait one moment, and gestures to the waiting area.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone will be out to see you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Better be the manager, Cam says.
I'm like, yeah.
Oh no.
All right, I think they're getting him.
Oh no.
Everything should be a-okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Meanwhile,
I'm
Meanwhile,
floating on this platform
another-
in the dark.
another Elias. Let's throw it.
Like, hello?
As you see Tura
I got
walk back.
pee.
Well, Rain, seems like somebody came here for you.
Who?
Why don't you tell me? Who would care enough about you, an unregistered individual, to come over and get you out of here?
I hope it was the judge.
Judge?
I meant, my accomplice, the guy I was bounty hunting with. You probably know him, he's registered. Rook Nova.
Oh, not Toronto. So, alright. Well, I'm gonna have a conversation with them. So you just wait right here.
As if I could do anything else.
Now you're learning.
I still have to pee, you know.
Yep.
Oh no, Rook's gonna be in trouble.
So,
Rook shouldn't have let me get arrested.
a few minutes pass.
Mm-hmm.
Adam and around the corner near the offices, someone walks out and you see the tall, hairy individual.
Planet of the
Tura.
Apes looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Is there a Rook Nova here? Rook, looks over to you. What? Did you use my name?
No, I didn't use your name. Maybe Elias asked for you.
That's me, officer. Steps up
no.
and motions you to join.
Yeah. Oh,
Come into my office. Tura starts leading four of you down to one of the cylinders, and lift opens up.
Ooh.
Brings you up to the third section.
Fancy.
It's a pretty large office. There aren't enough chairs for all of you.
Yeah.
It's only about 3 chairs.
And I'll stand.
Okay. Yeah, everyone sits down, and you can see decorations along the wall. There are certificates and medals that are hovering, like magnetically in place, over against the wall. And Cam touches one and it starts spinning. No, stop it.
I'm gonna just like look at them, trying to like find out his name, like looking for his name on the medal.
Yeah, you see Tura on it. The desk is also hovering, but very steady. So, but you can see the slightest bit of give when he sits down in his chair. It's a data pad, and he's like, "So, Mr. Nova, and what should I call the rest of you?"
Adam.
V. Cam. Pleasure to meet you all. Though I have to ask, what do you hope to accomplish by coming here?
And trying to get our friend out.
I see. Are you aware that your friend isn't registered in the Union's crest bioregistry?
Yeah, we tried to convince him to get registered, but you know he's the drifter type.
I see. Oh, interesting. So, where'd you come from? What leads you to Union's crest?
We came from Nabaya.
See.
Just
And your
bounty hunting.
And your friend Rain, where did you pick him up?
In Nabaya.
See.
That's where we were.
How long have you known him?
Oh, known him for a little while. Not like a really long time, but you know, a little while.
All right, Adam. Made a deception roll.
I'm a terrible liar.
We only know one planet in this fucking solar system, and we are leaning so hard on it.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Kind of difficult to get in and out of Nabaya these days.
Oh, we have an exception. We're kind of
really?
exception. Yeah.
What exception might that be?
Not supposed to tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize this? I point to the circlet with the gem.
Can't say I really do.
Well, I'm kind of a big deal on Nabaya.
Oh, are you now?
A little
You
bit.
some sort of duke?
No, higher up than that.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What might you be then, Adam?
The Lost Prince in the bio, bitch!
The prince.
Could you wait one moment?
Sure.
Steps up. And he goes to the wall where you see there aren't any decorations. He puts his hand on it and it opens up to the adjacent office. You see another similar looking individual like, hey, Daryl, what's yes, and it closes behind him.
Everyone is laughing.
I'm kind of like nervous, like I didn't want to tell anyone that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The door opens and on the Viscount of just shuts behind him. Excuse me. Sits down. Prince, huh?
Yep, that's me.
Kind of strange for the Prince in Abaya to be in these parts.
Well, a lot happened at home.
So I've heard.
Yep.
Decided to take up the old bounty hunting mantle instead, huh? Princedom just a little too much responsibility.
Well, actually, it's just because my first time here and I had no money. I kind of needed money.
Oh, the Prince of Nabaya needed money.
Yep. Like I said, it's hard back home right now.
And both V and Rook are
Yeah.
Cam. They look over there. Cam's like,
Yeah.
Kim's got like 0 sense of like social situations at all.
Look, I didn't have any of these little coins, and I hold up one of the credits.
oh, crest coins, you mean?
Yep.
Didn't have any, huh?
Like I said, it's my first time here specifically.
Gotta wonder why you're in my office now and not off with the warships that are in port.
What?
Oh, you know, all those warships brought in Nabaya up on the spores.
It's like the first, I had no idea they were there.
Rook sinks even deeper, like his ass is out of the chair.
I kind of look over to work and I'm like, did you know they were there?
Hey, you should be talking to the officer, not me.
At this point, I'm like really worried. I'm like, those warships are probably here for me, and that's not good for you.
Oh, they're here all for you, Prince, huh?
Probably yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you wouldn't be opposed to a little bio scan of you just to confirm your identity, right? I imagine the Prince of Nabaya would have some, records with us.
I probably don't. I just look him dead in the eye. Like, look, either you let our friend out, or they're probably gonna blow this whole building up to try and get to me.
I'm done playing games around here, Prince. Your friend is not registered with Union's Crest Bioregistry, and I'm starting to doubt you are as well.
Who cares if I'm registered? Who cares if he's registered?
We have rules around here, and they must be upheld.
Well, either you make an exception to the rule, or I go get those warships.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
It's an empty one, because you're no prince. And you see behind, the door opens to see a tall, black and purple uniform clad, white haired woman standing
God.
there at attention.
Thank God.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I
Looked up.
Yeah, I turned to look at her just like,
What? Who let you? And she holds up a hand, gloved hand, steps in. My name is Judge Sear, representative of the Prismatic Coalition. You are to release a certain individual you have under your custody. And she slips, just kind of walks by you, just a complete air of dismissal to you and everyone you're with, as puts a data pad on the desk and pushes it forward, and you see an image of Elias outside of the docking port. Is it? Tora looks down. What? On what? On whose? What? This individual is not I am well aware that they are not registered. That is up to the coalition for you to debate with. As you can see, and thumbs over the image, and you see just a lot of just gobbledygook legal documentation that she scrolls down. I have the proper credentials here. Release him at once. At once.
I'm just like, yeah, what she said.
Looks over to you and kind of stands back at attention. He's not registered either. What do you want me to do about that?
It's like,
Just grasping for straws.
yeah.
I doubt the rest of you.
Somebody's going to jail, goddammit.
Then allow those orders to extend to them as well. As you see here, I have full authority to. I know what you have. He stands up, and once again the wall opens up. You hear, yeah, and I'm the Duke of. Please wait in the waiting room. I'll bring your friend right out.
Thank you. Like, come on, everybody.
Elias.
What now?
Your ankle clasp disconnect. And the table isn't in front of you when the light comes out.
Yeah. I like stand up.
Here. All around you.
Yeah.
Please step forward.
I can't see where.
Lights.
I step into the first stoplight. I'm like,
Continue.
is this a test?
Just continue. Walk forward.
Okay, I take another step. Are you sure? Are you gonna like...
I'm gonna drop you if you don't walk forward, kid.
You start walking forward.
Alright, yeah, you make your way through, and eventually you actually reach a door. It opens up in front of you, and you see this this small room, like an interconnected room, where if you look to the right, you see the entire wall is essentially an open panel with feeds open up into the inner chamber. So basically, they were watching you the whole time.
Yeah.
And you see Tora there with a steel container. Opens it up. Starts returning objects. So your brass knuckles, your communicator,
right?
Your cell phone, I guess. I don't know what you brought.
Probably, I got that.
Yeah. Looks like it's your lucky day, Rain.
I like check my wallet. I'm like, hey, you guys took $15.
We didn't do anything. Get the hell out of here.
Put it away. Yeah, my eyes are on you, monkey man.
As he escorts you through a few hallways, and you reach out front, and you see Adam and crew along with Judge Sayre.
Elias!
Guys! Like run over, I like tackle Adam.
Yeah, I look at Cam, I'm like, Cam, it worked!
We did it! With metaphorical
You
guns!
guys get me out of there!
It's all because it's Cam. I point to Cam. Cam's the hero.
Like, what did you say?
I asked for their manager.
Yeah, they did.
What a Karen.
Judge Sayre to
I
the side.
don't even notice Sarah yet.
Yeah. V looks over to you. It's just like, pretty impressive. You got arrested in space. I haven't even done that yet.
Interstellar outlaw.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Also, might I remind you, Judge.
Is it too late to arrest him again? Rook says, "Hey, glad to see you back so soon. How's your memory, huh?"
I remember that time that you tried to turn us in for a bounty.
We're past that now.
Are we?
over here. Yeah, of course we are. We're cool. But honestly, you should be thanking Miss Sharp Boots over there.
Like who?
You
Wait.
know her?
Oh my god. You came.
Yes, I did.
You got my call, I assume.
Indeed, I did. Though I was under the assumption that when I said we'd meet again, it'd be under my terms. Of course, these things can't be helped.
Yeah, I didn't know what else to do. I was panicking.
Yes, well, we took care of this, didn't we? Seems as though you're in my debt. There's a wry smile with her scarred face up her cheek.
I guess so.
But who are you? Who is she?
Guys, this is Judge Sayre. We met when we split up and checked out the city.
Like judge or like judge?
Like, judge.
Oh.
And maybe like gavel judge too. I don't know what they do around here.
Are you like a double judge?
No, my occupation is not that of a judge.
I think it's just a title.
All right. I mean, does that mean you went to the Converging Expanse?
I have not. Might I have your name?
Adam.
Oh, this is Adam. He should be a big deal around here. Didn't you tell them who you are?
I told the cop.
What did he do? Did he believe you?
No, he laughed. He asked if I was a duke.
No, that's what I said I was.
Oh.
Which
well,
I mean is kind of like right?
I guess, yeah. He didn't believe me.
No, you
so-
didn't believe me either.
Oh well.
Tura comes walking back up and goes up to Judge Sayre. Doesn't look at the two of you. Just completely-
We're like mugging him.
Yeah, has a data pad. You gotta just sign here. Can't be dealing with this.
Yeah.
Princes and dukes and queens showing up out of nowhere.
Yeah, why don't you tell us to have a nice day?
Have a day.
Good enough.
I'll take that.
Yeah, that's good enough. Oh, but he said that there were like Nabayan warships here. I think they're here for me.
Yeah, you didn't see them?
No?
Really?
Must have missed them.
Big ass Nabayan warships here, dude.
I must have rolled really low.
They've been like piling up like above like the whole station for the past like how long have you been here? 2 days?
That's probably not a good thing.
No.
You think that's who Rook was gonna hand me over to?
Yeah. I kind of threatened this place with them. I said that they should try to contact them and like tell them that they had me, so then I could be like, "Hey, I know Prince Adam," and then they'd like listen to me, or at least that's how it worked in my head.
Yeah, I kind of threatened that I would make them attack this place if they didn't let you go too.
Oh, cool. All right,
Yeah.
so at least our stories have been straight.
Yeah, at least that. And now we should probably get out of here before they blow this whole place up. Actually.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Judge, we should probably leave because I think Nabai is gonna attack.
Yeah.
And why would they do that?
Is it looking for me?
Yeah, once again, why are they looking for you?
Because he's the lost Prince Adam.
'Cause I'm the lost prince. Actually, I kind of am, so we should probably go.
Yeah, he's like the like youngest son of the Mad King. Like, we gotta get out of here. Do you have like somewhere safe we can like lay low and like catch up?
She starts walking out.
Like, we have a long story to tell you.
Yeah.
I see.
As I follow her out, I'm like, yeah, we're on Dubai, and I found out I was the prince, and I'm actually not from Dubai.
Make an insight roll.
Oh, okay. My insight. 17.
Damn. Nice.
When you
I know, we're
follow
good.
behind and you're like, and you walk beside her to like start explaining, she looks at you immediately your mind, like you see this person and think, oh, I don't think I've met anybody who looked at me like this before, and it's fury and anger.
Oh god.
Just a complete like shut down.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I just stop. She's scary. I don't like her.
Yeah, she's kind of
intense.
She puts her hands behind her. Elias, I wish for you to join me.
Yeah, okay.
We'll be away for a little while.
Where are we going?
Floating Tower of Eolode.
Floating Tower of Eolode. Okay, where is that?
Let me check my notes. I forgot what pedal it was on.
Oh, good, it's here. Thank God. It's still in.
At least that.
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't like on the planet, this and that.
Yeah.
In the Prismatic Coalition Center.
Oh, okay. Can my friends come?
No.
Yeah.
Keep in touch.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
find out what she knows about Animus.
Okay, just kind of take too long.
Yeah, if anything happens, I'll hit you up and then we can get the hell out of here.
Okay. I guess we'll head back to the ship.
Okay.
It was a pleasure meeting you all. Not to you. She says this in the direction of everyone else,
Yeah.
and then looks over at you, Adam,
I'm like, you too.
and turns, expecting you to follow.
Like,
Fun.
bye. I like take like a big exaggerated step forward, then try to like keep up match pace again.
Yeah, it looks like she presses, like under her glove on her wrist, she presses some sort of buttons. It's something she has. And you see out front, after a few seconds, this small, sleek ship just... It's about 4 or 5 people. It's a passenger ship. It's black and purple as well. Purple detailing kind of matches her whole
Fancy.
look.
Yeah.
And yeah, the door opens up.
This thing's cool.
Yes, it is. Get it.
I like walk around the other side and like hop in.
It's like a space Lambo.
Yeah, right. It's just got suicide doors and shit.
Oh yeah, leaving you, Adam. There.
Mhm. Man, I don't like her. What do you think her problem is?
I don't know. Who knows, kid?
So about those warships.
Yeah, about him. Rook starts walking too.
Yeah, I was like, is that who you were gonna hand me over to? I mean, it's fine if you
What?
were.
It turns out, no. I wasn't gonna hand you over to that. Well, I don't know. It depends on how much I paid.
Who were you gonna hand me over to?
Well, I was going to do my own bio scan of you, get your profile, put it up on the market, and see who would pay the most.
He's gonna
Okay.
sell you on eBay.
So there wasn't like a specific buyer.
No. Most people don't even know you exist.
Do you know who's on those warships?
I mean, it could be anyone, really. I mean, well, there was a large one that showed up recently. You know, who knows who could be on that? So, you can't really see from this angle for all the tall buildings. As you guys start making your way back towards a public transit station, now that you're aware of their existence,
Yeah.
you just look up. And you're like, how did I miss that? How the hell?
It's like the entire sky.
Yeah. It's like the most obvious thing you can see.
Like, damn, it gets real dark when they fly over us.
Those ships are cool.
Wait a sec. Does the big one look like
Yes.
King's ship?
So that ship, yeah, the immensity of this ship is confounding to physicists and everywhere, and how this ship even functions. But yeah, it has a vague, or rather a similar build, and especially similar scope to the Lance of your father's ship.
Yeah.
But it is different. It sports 3 of those spiraling floating engines as opposed to 2 from the last one. So it's a little larger.
Okay.
And some cosmetic differences here and there. A few more of these like bridge tower sections along on top of it and whatnot there. And yeah, it is flanked by a couple dozen of smaller ships.
Yeah. Do you think it's a bad idea if I go on a little scouting mission once we're all safe back to the ship?
I think that's a terrible idea. But what do I know?
It probably is.
Where do you want to scout?
Well, some of them would probably recognize me. I don't know if all of them would be hostile towards me. If there's someone there that I know, I could, you know, it would work out for us. It would make things easier.
Oh, I have an idea. I put you up for ransom, and then I bring you in. I get paid, and you get to be with them.
But if they want to buy me, they probably want to kill me.
What?
So that'd be an easy way to find out who doesn't like me there.
Well, I mean, if they find you, they would just kill you then.
I mean, I guess.
Why would they want you dead?
Well, I think there's like a war going on at home at Handabaya.
Yes.
I don't know the specifics of it,
Right.
but half the planet probably wants me dead, and half the planet probably doesn't. Right? I assume.
Maybe you're the great uniter.
Maybe.
Come forth to bridge the gap between both factions.
It's possible.
It could be.
Probably not. But
Probably not.
But man, there's people I'm close to on the bay, you know? Maybe one of them's on that big ship.
It's not like I can stop you, kid. Not like any of us can, really.
I guess. Well,
Just be careful how you go about it. Careful who you spout your name to. Do they even know your name?
Some of them do. Some of them don't. I'll be careful. Let's get back to the ship first.
All right. Okay, so you're able to make it back to the ship. No problem. Spend another 9.
Oh, right.
By the time you return, Rutinova's credit account is increased by 12,000.
Hey, nice.
Damn.
And he, he gets back. You guys are settled back in. And he's like, "We did it! Look at that! It has a data pad. 12,000 crest coins.
Nice.
Pretty good. Nice job for the first time, aside from the whole arresting, almost killing him.
There's some hiccups, some setbacks.
Stopping the elevator while it was still going, and then trying to kidnap him there.
Yeah.
Don't know what that was about.
Yeah. All that did
Jumping
happen.
out the window over there, Yeah, don't be bounty hunters.
That's enough to fix the ship, right?
It is, and some left over.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we won't have to eat food paste.
Well, actually, kind of have an idea for that.
The food paste?
I don't. No, not the food paste.
For what?
I love my food paste.
Drinking it through a straw.
Jackie wanted to take care of something, so her and I are going out for a bit.
Oh, sure, yeah. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah, all right. Got our communicators if you need us.
Okay. Have fun, you two. Yeah, like wave a lot.
Yeah, Lauren goes with them too.
Oh, okay.
So it's Lauren, Jackie, and Rook leave.
Okay.
So, Elias.
So gross. Food paste equals meat yogurt.
Ew.
That's so nasty.
Meat yogurt.
Oh god. Meat should not have that consistency ever.
So, the judge is quiet during your journey. They as you start moving through, you're in that the sub lane, the hovering lane, as you move through, traveling through buildings and whatnot. Do you say anything? They're not going to at the moment.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there. I'm like, ADHD kid. He's like bouncing his leg in his seat, looking around, just uncomfortable a little bit. Like, looking out the window. It's like, yeah, this is pretty crazy. They don't have this kind of stuff on Earth. The whole like hover car thing. Yeah.
There's no steering wheel or anything.
Yeah.
You just.
I'm like, so how do you fly this thing? Are you flying it? Are we meditating now? Because I mean I can. Like,
No, we are not meditating.
Oh, are we gonna?
How did you meet the Prince of Nabaya? Supposedly.
You're not gonna believe it, but we went to high school together.
What is that? What is high school?
Um,
Higher education?
no, kind of like the bottom tier. Like we went to public school, and that's like where they just put whoever. Institutional learning facility on Earth that everybody has to go to until they're 18.
I see. And you've known him for a long time then?
And we've known of each other for a couple of years, but we've only really known each other for like about a year now. Went through kind of a lot together. We met Animus together, and other things.
So he has met Animus as well.
Well, I don't think he's like actually like met the being, but like he's watched me interact with it a couple times, and we went to the Plains of Animus together, and we went to the Converging Expanse together. We stopped the Dark Entity. It was kind of a big thing.
I see.
Did you know Egon Brim?
I don't know that name.
Good.
Should I?
I was just curious if you did. He was another judge that I met once.
And how many judges were there on your planet?
Just him and then me. How many judges are per planet?
There's no stipulation or anything like that.
How do people become judges normally?
It's a gift, I suppose.
I met a couple people that could like control Animus before, but like weren't judges. They were his kids. Is that normal? Is it hereditary?
No, I don't think that is normal.
It was pretty weird.
You said he could gift this power.
Well, the guy had a son and a daughter, and like they could both do it. They both had a color, flame, and then
The power of Animus is not hereditary.
I don't know if they're actually his kids or not now. One of them was named after him.
As you clear by a building, you can actually see the floating tower of Eolod. It is a towering structure in the middle of what looks to be like a park. Park section of it. You can see greens and blues down below and purples. But in the center, on this raised platform, is this towering structure of it's a bit like avant-garde art-esque thing. It has like it has this cylinder shape to it. You can see as you start getting a bit closer that the entire tower is made up of different shards of metal about the size of from your fist to your body, and it makes up this gargantuan structure, all of them stabbed into one another, jutted, conformed, melted, smelted together, just of different colors.
Wow.
And as every angle you see it from, you see different colors radiating from as the artificial light, or rather the sunlight hits and bounces off of it. And it's this just glowing, magnificent monolith. And as you part down in an area, she gets out.
Yeah. This thing is incredible.
It is. The tower represents the unity that Union's Crest has towards all life. Every piece to make this grand structure wouldn't be as beautiful without one.
I see what you mean.
Come, walk.
Okay. I like follow along.
And
I try not to like bumble as I'm like
Yeah.
trying to like straighten myself out and like take it seriously a little bit.
Yeah, there are a few. It's actually really late,
Yeah.
so it's not a lot of individuals here at the moment. But there are paths that lead over these artificial streams, like these little bridges that you lead off, and it's pretty quaint here. You can hear the noise around you. It has a very Central Park kind of vibe to it as you move through. And this district in general isn't nearly as busy as the recreation district is, so that that attests to even less people around. And the judge doesn't talk for a bit, just walks, kind of just enjoys the scenery a bit.
Yeah.
And they stop at a bridge, trying to look out to it. Elias, we must believe in something. In power, in security, in wealth, in family, in doctrines, in tradition, in camaraderie, in intelligence, in peace, in war. It is the desire of faith that fuels both mayhem and innovation. It is also why we, as judges, are doomed to fail in the task bestowed to us by Animus. Protect consciousness. I have met other judges, as have you, and can attest that their interpretation of this order is often synonymous with the destruction of those who disagree with them. And through my interactions, I have come to the conclusion that we are no different. Animus is a blight, a malformation of ideals that is in constant strife with its many parts. There is no basis of order, and certainly no semblance of consistency. Even now, a new judge is being bestowed the gift of Animus, and we can only hope that this person, tucked away in some obscure corner of the galaxy, won't burn their planet asunder in the name of some sinister tranquility. Point being, I have lost faith among Animus, and I wish to know where you stand on the matter. I want to know where you think your path will take you, and for you to determine if the destination is worth all the blood. A single soldier can hardly change the outcome of a war, but we are not soldiers. We are commanders of thought. Our banners are bombs that no physical barrier can repel. Will you wield that banner for Animus? For yourself? Why are you even here, Judge Elias? Mind your answer. For if I care not for it, I will destroy you. And I assure you, Animus would not even bat one of its many, many eyes.
Well, I thought I was the only one. Animus led me to believe that I was the sole, like, recipient of its power. I was under the impression that there could only ever be one, and that when the prior one failed, the power got bestowed onto the next one again and again and again. You said there were more of us?
Many.
So do you think there's one per planet?
No. It's not so orderly as that.
It's just random places all over.
Animus does not want those who represent peace. It wants those who represent the extremes.
So,
consciousness in itself is not some biased party. What does that even mean, to protect consciousness?
keep things alive. I guess.
And how would you do that?
Well, the doctrine I was kind of abiding by, turns out, I guess, by your standards, was the wrong way of doing things.
Maybe specifically not mine, but someone,
Yeah.
another judge out there.
Yeah.
And who is right?
I suppose morality is subjective.
Exactly. And we are serving a very fickle lord.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But I mean, it's not all bad, is it? Wouldn't that just mean that people are bad? If somebody gets chosen to have this power, and then they're like, protect consciousness and do good with it, and don't let anybody fuck this up. Sorry. And then they go off and do it, and take the power of Animus and run around and pull this crusade across wherever they are and take out everybody that doesn't agree with that. Like, can't Animus just take the power back?
It doesn't want to.
It wants to spread. Right?
I don't think it knows what is right, or doesn't care. Think of the individual you met. Where are they now? You defeated them?
Yeah. He's dead.
Your interaction with this individual. What was Animus's part in it? Don't you think that if Animus was on your side, it would have just taken his gift away?
Yeah, it didn't. His children gave me their gift. Have you heard of transfers? Any transfers of power like this?
I have not.
It's like, I woke up one day and I could do this, and I like snap in a green flame. It's like, and then they gave me theirs, and now I can do this, and I turn it blue, and then I turn it like a pale, like monochromatic sort of gray color.
Interesting.
It's like, before I couldn't do that.
Perhaps you have adopted a specific gift. They vary in wild directions.
I like close it off. I'm like,
Take
yeah, the blue one was kind of beastly.
mine, for example. She flares to life that black flame with a purple sort of, at the tip of the flame, it's purple.
That's cool.
And she blinks it out. Make a will save.
Yee. Don't like that. Is that 6? 15?
15?
Yeah.
You suddenly find yourself on top of the floating tower.
Yeah.
Above, so over 100 stories up. And you're at the edge.
Yeah.
And you cannot move. And you're like at an angle.
Yeah.
45 looking
Oh,
down.
like
my
tilted
God.
over. Can I make my soul wings?
Nope.
Oh man, I'm just frozen.
And you see walking in the air in front of you, the judge. And each time she steps, there's a spark of purple flame.
Like, how the hell did you do that?
Do what?
You move me up here. I can't move.
You are where you have been.
How could that be?
Your vision suddenly surges down, and you see yourself back on the bridge with her, just standing still.
Oh.
And then you're back.
Yeah. I like instantly drop to my knees and like grab my like temples. Like, how the hell did you do that?
It's a gift. What a gift, isn't it? Wonderful gift. She leans down and puts her hand under your chin and makes you look up. I have killed many judges in defense of consciousness. You could say I'm where you will be years to come. Steps away.
Like, so you don't plan on killing me?
I haven't decided yet.
That's good, I suppose. I was kind of hoping you could teach me what this is. You have a lot better grasp of this than I do.
I wonder about that. Suppose I do, though. Animus doesn't like us knowing a lot.
Yeah, gathered that.
It muddles our extreme personalities.
What were these other judges like?
Warmongers. Of that variety, usually.
So, Animus has a type.
Would you call me a warmonger? Suppose you don't even know me.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I don't think so. I mean,
No.
I deal with stuff when I have to, but like, I mean, I'm not trying to like conquer places or anything. I mean, I just got like thrown into this. I wasn't doing this a year ago. I didn't even like care about
None
this
of
kind
us asked for this. We just fit
Yeah.
the right qualifications. You must be an interesting specimen to Animus.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of boring before. I couldn't even pull a crowd for like when I chose. But I don't think that means anything here.
I don't think so either. Your prince. He really is the prince. Yes?
As far as I can tell, yeah.
It wasn't too long ago that nobody even knew there was another prince of Nabaya. Then suddenly, that's all anyone could talk about.
So the news made its way around.
Yes, it did.
You think he's a warmonger too, don't you?
She doesn't look at you.
Yeah.
Just kind of looks at the tower.
Like, I understand that the reputation that the Nabayans have. I know they're pretty terrible, and I know they go all around and conquer places and add them to their like coalition thing. But Adam's not like that.
I'm sure he isn't. It wasn't long ago that I was on my planet. I decided perhaps my days of killing warmongers and other judges would be behind me. I think I'd live out in relative peace, whether Animus liked it or not. And the skies grew a bit darker. She points up at the warships.
Yeah.
What did I see? Another one. They didn't even have the courtesy to send their armies down to us. A bombardment. Decided to raise the planet. Still don't know why. And I can't help but hold a bit of disdain for anyone who belongs in those ships.
I can understand that.
Can you?
They kind of freak me out too. We didn't have very pleasant interactions with them. Their king is a real asshole. Was, yeah. But if he's existed, I know more like him do. And I don't know who took over after him.
You really don't know, hmm?
No.
I see.
I heard there's civil like unrest happening right now, and there's like a war going on in Nabaya. So like they're kind of falling apart from the inside.
Bound to happen. Inevitable.
Maybe that could be like our like chance, you know, to like like insert atom and then change their course. Maybe we could stop them from destroying random planets and taking things over and...
I think you might be right. It might be the time to stop them.
Yeah.
All of them. And now you see, he finally turns to you,
Yeah.
what it means to be a judge. If you were truly aware of what the Nabayan people have done across the galaxy, then you know you can't let them continue. Or maybe you wanted to. Why do you serve Animus, or yourself, or whoever, your prince? Don't answer me. I will seek you out again. You will not call to me. I will find you. And I will ask you again. Who, what do you serve?
You see, you sound a lot like Animus now.
Goodbye, Elias. She flings to you 3 crest coins.
Like, what is this, cab fare?
I'm not driving you. And walks off.
Like, I expected better from you.
That's it.
Oof.
Shove them in my pocket and start walking towards the, like, public transport bubble thing.
Yep. Alright.
Damn.
So, we go back to the ship.
Uh-huh, yep.
Adam, what are you doing? What's up, man?
I'm trying to devise a way that I could go infiltrate the Nabayan ships. Just to do a quick scout to see if there's anyone I recognize.
Uh-huh.
I'm just thinking to myself, like, should I just run in? Should I present myself? Should I be sneaky?
Are you doing it with like everybody?
Yeah,
robin discussion?
I'm like pacing fast again, just like talking to myself while everyone's there.
Cam back to trying to...
Yeah.
Cam, like, gives you a pat,
Uh-huh.
and then starts moving almost at the same speed as you.
Uh-huh.
So they just...
As I'm talking, I'm like, hey, Cam, you still got it, huh?
Yeah, metaphorical guns.
I'm like, should I?
Cedric says, "You just gonna run on a spaceship, dude?
I don't know.
They're like out there, man."
Yeah, but like, I mean, someone on there has to know me for better or worse, right? So should I? Do you think I should just go say hi? Do you think I should like run in, be sneaky, and like hide and see if I can recognize anyone, or should I not even do anything? I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Xavier,
The whole reason we're out here is to go to Nabaya.
that's true, man. I mean, I guess you just gotta think of what's gonna happen when you tell them who you are. Or maybe how you're gonna prove it to them. Like you were telling us before, I don't think the cop didn't even believe you.
That's true.
It's not like you registered.
But part of me thinks like they could tear this whole place apart looking for me if that's the reason they're here. So if I like just go up to them and be like, "Hey, I'm here," it could save a lot of people a lot of trouble.
V says, maybe you should find out why they're here then.
That's not a bad idea. I bet Jackie's not here. Oh well.
Meanwhile, Rook is throwing her in a ditch. I hate you.
No. Yeah, maybe I should just figure out why they're here. Maybe I can snoop. Yeah, snooping sounds good.
Yeah, snooping.
Yeah, snooping.
Snooping.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick snoop.
All right. Cedric says, close the door behind you.
Alright, we'll do. I'm gonna go out.
Okay. How are you gonna snoop?
So I'm going to get myself in sight of the warships, just close enough so that I can see and gauge how many ships there are.
Okay. Staying in the Peak District and getting into a high enough place is actually pretty easy. Most of the buildings here are even taller than others, more lavish and whatnot. So you just... And you can run on a skyscraper, which helps provide you a better scope of what is all around you and the grandeur that is Union's Crest.
Yeah.
You can also see the stations it's connected to. So remember, it's one flower, and there are many more, and it just goes farther than you can see the artificial continent.
From what I can see, do the other flowers around look like similar structure to this
Absolutely.
one?
The base structure is similar. Some have less petals, some only have one. Usually they're smaller. It definitely seems like they congregate around this one, and as they go farther, they start to, like, their petals start to diminish a bit. And then in the air around you, there's still ships moving about. It's actually like, if this was like the movie or like anime or whatever, it'd be like a really good sweeping shot of like of the gas giant planet on one side and the many ships, the city down below. It's still late, so all the lights are out, you know. They look gorgeous. And then you see a good chunk of space of that you can see is around several spore stations, the Nabayan warships. Again, about 24, a little more in hovering around this capital ship. Some of them are actually capital ships too, just on a smaller scale.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get close to the capital ship.
Okay.
I'm just going to try to run so quick that they don't detect me. Like up
you do know they're like orbiting.
Oh, they're not. They haven't docked.
Yeah. Well, the spore stations are not part of the flower. They hang like defense orbiting satellites around the flower. So it's out in space past the artificial atmosphere created by the sepals, however you want to pronounce it, and all the ships are around there.
Okay. All right.
So it's sort of like, it's less the feeling of like they're here and more of like Big Brother is leaning right over you, casting its shadow.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get on, you'd have to get in a ship and get up to it.
Can I try to get to the actual Prismatic Coalition?
Yeah, absolutely.
I guess that's where I'm going to try to go then.
Okay.
I figure if anyone knows, they will know.
So, bring up the map real quick. Coalition is in the center. Number one.
Number one.
How
is it physically connected? Are the flowers actually attached to it? Like the petals actually attached to it?
So the way that, while there are interconnecting roads between all the petals, each of them center around the bud here. And it looks to be connected by massive, almost like a hidden structure onto each one, covered up, kind of like a bridge. So you could see them being able to move if need be.
Interesting. All right, that's where I'm going to make my way. I'm just going to run there.
So you head there just as Elias takes his ship out, but it's in a separate section. The building, finding it is pretty easy. If Union's Crest is the center of all political goings-ons in the galaxy, the Prismatic Coalition represents that ideal, and that the structure behind that is just a cornerstone of this station. And the way it's set up is it's three almost blade-like spires of steel that reach up into the air and create just like 1, 2, 3, just connected by bridges all throughout, with a center dome that they're all connected by on the ground. There are ships constantly, even at this hour, moving back and forth through. Work hours don't really seem to exist in terms of like, there's that everybody closes at 10. That doesn't exist on Union's Crest. There's no like universal clock, so to say.
Okay.
Rather word schedule. The as you start arriving, there's a lot more foliage about. Clustered buildings. There are no buildings for at least 2 to 3 miles in a radius around the Prismatic Coalition center construct. Aside from the little sort of, you'll see like little security depots or maintenance shacks, so to say. And you run through. There's plenty of roads leading throughout, but you're able to make your way through no problem. There's several entrances along, and it's very clear. Well, rather, the fleet is a very clear sight. From you could walk out of this building in any direction and see the Nabayan fleet.
Okay.
About.
Perfect.
And you run in, and it's just this glass reflective dome building with the 3 towers, bladed towers jutting out.
All right. I'm just gonna walk in the nearest entrance and see who I see.
Everything is clean. It's orderly. The way the structure is set up, at least this main lobby area, one of the main lobbies, the signs are all in different languages that you can see and are constantly shifting. It's seats that are set about are in shapes that you just like, how does anything sit in that chair? You know, it seems like this place is acclimated for many different species at any given time throughout. But of course you do see the true and trusty front desk that every lobby has to have, even in sci-fi worlds, as you walk up. And sure enough, there is a droid, a robot there.
Damn robots. I walk up to...
Similar in the model to the peacekeeping droid, with like the clamps and the red bar along their head, and then completely matte black.
I walk up to it, and I'm just gonna straight up ask, what business do those Nabayan warships have here?
You know, actually, it seems as though the Queen has arrived to address the Prismatic Coalition.
Do you know on what business?
It is in order to inform and discuss the current political strife among the Nabayan planet. Slated for, and you see the chest compartment, it extends upward, and it's like a hologram screen, like in its place, and it has like a schedule. If you wish to attend, and one glows up.
When does it say?
It's like an hour.
Okay. Where is that? How can I attend?
Down to Hall B, head up lift, and starts giving you these directions that you can pretty much pick up there.
Okay.
Okay.
Please remain in designated viewing pedestrian areas.
Will do. Thank you very much.
Of course, enjoy your stay at Union's Crest, and enjoy the Prismatic Coalition headquarters, and enjoy.
I like immediately get on the comm, and I'm like, apparently the Queen of Nabaya is on that warship, so I think my mom might be here. She's giving like a speech or something, and I'm gonna attend it.
I'm like, where is it?
I give him the directions. The robot gave me.
Like,
take a left, and
I'm like, I'm already on my way back. I'll meet you there.
Okay, sounds good. It's in like an hour, so you have time.
All right, I'll rush.
Okay. I guess I'll just go there and wait.
Yeah, so the way this room is set up, as you move, you follow the directions, foot traffic becomes a lot denser in this area.
Yeah.
Also, you're starting to feel tired. You've been up all day.
Yep.
You had a fight earlier.
Yep.
You're hungry. Never really eaten much.
Yeah.
Food pays. Elias, you're exhausted.
Yeah.
It's been a long day for you.
Yeah, it's weird being on a place that doesn't have like a day-night cycle.
Yeah.
I'm like,
So the foot traffic around is getting
Alaska. Everywhere's a state.
it's getting pretty dense all around. And make a perception roll.
Perception. 15.
people are talking about what's about to happen. Like there's speculation. They're just like you hear one person's like, tell me about the Civil War again and all that. Some are speaking with a tone of curiosity. Others are. You can definitely feel the disdain for the Queen.
Yeah.
As they speak, they're just almost hoping that they are losing whatever side.
I'm just gonna try and like go up to one of the people I hear talking.
Sure, yeah. The hallway's pretty filled out. They haven't opened the door yet for the audience chamber. Yeah, and you go up to one. It's just this tall individual, well dressed, kind of very almost square-like in his body shape.
I just go up and I'm like, hi, sorry to bother you, but I'm kind of out of the loop on what's going on in Nabaya. Do you mind filling me in? I heard about the Civil War and everything, but
And you see like, oh, what my friend tries to read. You see another similar little walk up. Oh, sorry, it's basic over here is very. It says you're wondering about the Civil War.
yeah, and just who's winning, what's going on.
That's
What faction is here right now?
well, that is the royalty, of course.
Okay.
They were not sure about the news. That's why we're here. Not a lot of news gets out of Nabaya these days.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky to figure out what's going on.
Well, I mean, if they are losing, I'm sure they don't want anyone to know.
Who is the other faction? Is it just like
Rebels, insurgents.
those darn rebels?
An enemy to order.
Yeah. Trouble on Nabaya could cause trouble everywhere else. All right, well, I hope you enjoy the presentation.
Yeah, you too.
I'm gonna go look for something to eat.
Okay, yeah. There would be a cafeteria area.
Ooh, do they have something that's not food paste?
Of course they do.
Oh, nice.
They have,
Does it cost 4 or less coins?
they have delicacies from around the galaxy, my friend. If you want something for 4 crest points or less, you damn well can be sure you can get it
Well, that's what I'm gonna get.
in the Prismatic Coalition kitchen. You can get like you can't read the menu.
Yep.
You're like Bliplar. I'll take that. It's 2 crest ones.
All right. Yeah, I'll take it.
Then you go down this aisle and there's a chute like, and hovers this tray over to you, and it's like this green gelatinous. He's like several translucent tentacles kind of still wiggling out of it, and there's like a spork next to it.
I don't like that it moves.
And you one related alien next to you is like, oh, got the blip blorp, huh? Love that. First time?
Yep.
Oh, you're in for a blast. Your fortitude.
19.
19?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, all right.
You've had bad vending machine meat here,
That's true,
which is
right.
atrocious, but this is like, it has this sweet initial like burst, almost like a dessert inside, but then it starts to morph into like a savory, like a reverse dessert to dinner mode, and it's like it melts in your mouth like a thick gravy inside. But it looks more solid. Like the gelatinous sort of substance in front of you it's more like very cold Jello. How it kind of moves and shifts, but when you taste it, it's warm, and you can see the core is sort of steaming, and the core is a little meatier of this creature.
Right.
And the alien next to you is like, oh, I recommend taking out the tentacles, scooping it up, eating with that. That's how you do. That's how I eat my blip lord.
All right, gotta go with the locals.
Oh.
I'll eat and wait.
So, Elias, you arrive back,
Yeah.
and then you want to go back out.
Yeah, I'll go try to
All right.
find him.
With what money?
I guess I'm going to hit up Rook Nova for a couple bucks.
Head back to the ship.
Yep.
Make a persuasion roll.
I'm gonna show up to the ship in a shitty mood.
Oh, he's not there. I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck,
You're
is it
right.
there?
All right.
Yeah, you go back. V's like, yeah, he's not here.
Where'd you go?
Went out with Jackie for some reason. I don't know, and Lauren.
That's weird. I'm fucking exhausted. Do you think they have like a TV or something? Like a I don't know, like public access network thing or something? I could like watch the like.
Yeah, well, ask Savannah.
Okay.
You go into the depths of the engine room.
Yeah.
And as the door here.
Like, are you sure you're fixing it? Whatever it is.
Fixing what? Here, Savannah
Like, what
goggles
are you
out.
doing in here? Do you just do this when nobody else is like paying attention to you?
Do what?
Make shit.
Yeah. Why else would I do anything else? What do you want?
Could you like, I don't know, like there's supposed to be like a very important like public speech thing happening with like the Queen of Abaya, and I wonder if they're gonna like broadcast it across the Union's crest. Maybe you know how to like jack into it.
Oh, sure I can. Come on, here. Come on.
Cool.
Kind of walks over back to the main hall, and there's a screen on one of the walls. She thumbs through, and she's working the controls with a sense of precision. Just moving things through, and you see like a channel surfing.
Yeah. Like, wait a second, go back to that last one.
The fashion world.
Oh no, keep going.
Blip War, you gotta try it.
Yeah, that looks kind of good.
Yeah, not bad. And you see this like the prismatic coalition sort of like, please stand by.
Oh, thank God, I like slumped back into like the nearest seat.
Yeah, I think there's like the couch section.
Yeah.
And I think V sits down and like makes you sit down,
Yeah.
head on her lap,
And just like flop. Like,
yep, has a book over your head, like.
like that judge was such a jerk.
Yeah, seems like the jerk type.
Yeah, I don't know what I expected, but I expected better. Like, for once, I'd like to meet somebody that doesn't threaten my life.
They should kill you though. Try to.
Debatable.
That's an improvement.
She made me believe that I was gonna die. In a weird kind
I
of
feel like
way.
I do that to you every time we're together.
Yeah, that's why it didn't really bother me as much as I think it should. But like, she like, I don't know. She has power, and I've never really encountered anything much like it. She said she's killed judges before me.
Well, so have you.
Yeah, a judge.
Well, I'm sure he's a big bad judge that she would be afraid of too.
Guess she's really miffed about the whole this whole situation, like the ships that are up in the air, and like they destroy other planets everywhere they go, and she watched a planet get destroyed for no reason, and she's pretty pissed about it. And
Guess I would be too.
yeah, and then she threw into question the whole like Animus mission, and like why like we should be doing what Animus says, or should we do what we think we should do with Animus. And it felt like talking in circles, but it also felt like it was coming to a point. And then she kicked me out and told me that she'll keep an eye on me and call me whenever she wanted me again. And I think she's gonna make me do something I don't want to do with my power eventually.
Well, we're not gonna let that happen, are we?
No.
She's just a cranky anarchist.
What does that make you?
Beautiful, strong,
Yep.
intelligent,
Yep.
amazing,
Uh-huh.
absolutely stunning.
Yep.
Badass,
Yeah,
anarchist.
You left out breathtaking.
Oh, I knew I liked you. Leans down, kisses you.
Yeah.
Cam, it's like you're kissing Cam's head behind the couch. What are we watching?
It's Nabayan speeches, really boring shit.
Oh, it sounds boring.
Yeah,
Let's watch the other.
No.
Nice. Yeah. Adam, you hear in the cafeteria, "Doo, doo, doo."
Mm-hmm.
The audience chamber is now open for the Queen of Nabaya statement today.
As soon as I hear that, I'm like, "Excuse me," and I like jump and run into the room.
So the way the hallway widen itself, the door. There's 2 sets of doors open, and in front of you, very similar to how a movie screen is set up over there, or more ideally a surgery room. You know, they do that for like students and stuff. That you can observe. It's sort of you're higher up, not quite on a balcony, just up in your own booth.
Yeah.
These seats are set up like a theater. There's about 4 rows of 30 seats around, so it reaches around. The chamber below you, as you can see through the glass, is a single platform that leads up into a circular, a catwalk that leads up to a platform. No bars or anything, and down below are just glowing lights. It isn't a bottomless pit. It's just an elevated section where you can see like droids moving about and other personnel kind of below, a little out of the way.
Yeah.
And everything above you, or rather you can see adjacently above, and you assume above you as well, it's just blank, just towering up higher than you can even see. It's just a wall up. And
am I able to get a front row seat?
You're fast enough. And it takes a few more minutes. And I started to get something out.
I'm gonna look like a Nabayan cosplayer. In my suit with my circlet. It's like waiting outside.
You're the dudes who dress up in like the face paint and like for like their football team, and they're like,
oh no,
like they have the letters on lined up. Stupid. Just stupid. So it's quiet. People are muttering to themselves a bit, and then the platform lights up, and you see all the wall itself begin to fill with hundreds, and you can see this too, Elias, as you watch on the screen, thousands of small screens, square screens, holograms of all blue, but featured faces, different species types of. And they're more like vague silhouettes of what the species would look like. And there's like a what looks to be a sort of code, kind of like a QR or barcode, just a sequence of colors at the bottom of each one. And it just goes up. And you hear someone beside you. They say like, oh, full attendance this time. Oh, interesting here. And as the platform lights up, in the center platform, you now see rails form off in the center of the chamber. You see a woman walk out onto the platform. Long robes of gold and white, thin like veils along her body, and under it she wears this sort of traditional looking armor of the Nabayan people, the the blue scale, similar to how you saw Oleron that first time, but form fitted to her, and doesn't take up the arms or the legs as much. It's more like a skirt onto the side. Definitely less combat oriented, and it has this regal look. The robes themselves hang a couple feet behind her onto the ground, and on her arms they almost seem to float, not hang, but as they run off they just float behind like wisps. Raven black hair with half of it in these braids tight to her head, and the other one runs freely down. Green emerald eyes. You can see on her thigh, her bare thigh, is a knife, a long knife strapped to the side in an elaborate sheath. And on her finger, on her ring finger, is a white flame, golden white flame that trails along and forms this pattern, like you're moving a glow stick in the dark kind of thing.
That's cool.
As her hand moves, and she carries herself straight and regal. You recognize her immediately as your wife, Fira Synthai.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, I'm glad she's not Maria.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of afraid of that.
With her heeled boots, she,
Evil bitch conquered the planet.
she steps forward. How do you feel?
Shocked that it's not my mom. Happy that it's her, but a little concerned. Hoping that she isn't evil now.
And you see along her head a gold crown, jagged, almost like thorns on her head, and a blue gem glowing.
In the viewing room, I'm like, oh my god, that's Adam's wife. Shafiq's like, he's what?
And she steps forth. And everyone's quiet. And you hear, all parties relinquish attention to Fira, queen and dominant of Nabaya. She speaks up. Minds of the Coalition, it is my endeavor to dissuade you of the rumors regarding the Nabayan people as of late. Namely, that the insurrection on my homeworld has led to discourse among our many installations across the galaxy. Our vociferous opposition endures, I shall confess, but merely due to the terrain on which they wage their. Their ideals have been tested, as is customary to our ways, and have been deemed thusly. Their contributions towards the ever-expanding strength of Nabaya is both insufficient and, frankly, carking amongst its people. As our final voice, I shall personally see that this matter ends swiftly and justly, as it should have long ago. I am pleased that no other faction amongst the Coalition has decreed their abetment towards this opposing annoyance. I am here today to personally felicitate your wisdom in the matter. I also apologize for the escorting naval presence that has been docked over Union's crest. I humbly request that you understand the need for it. Thank you for your attention, Coalition. I shall take my leave. There's a pause. And you hear someone next to you. Adam. Is that it? And she starts to walk away. And everyone's... And all the screens flicker off.
Before she gets like too far away, I want to just like call out her name. Like,
There is glass.
okay.
But you can't.
So I'm still going to. I'm just Vera. I just yell.
Doesn't seem to. And you see, as she approaches the door, two Nabayan guards step forth and then follow her out.
Okay.
And Elias, you hear on the screen, there's basically commentators out, and they're like, it seems to rudimentary, and they seem a little flabbergasted too. Usually these things, you get the impression, last a lot longer.
I'm gonna run out and like try to see if I can catch her on the way out. Like try and like find the exit that she's leaving through.
All right, make an investigator roll.
8.
8.
Yeah. Use a hero point. Why not?
All right.
Try to reroll.
Hero point.
Can you just add 10?
You can roll again and then add 10 to that roll, I believe, if it's under 10.
I see.
Reroll any die and take the better of the two rolls. On a result of 1 to 10 on the second roll, add 10 to the result.
Okay.
Cannot make me reroll.
It's lower, but
So add 10.
so 14.
14? Oh, you
Yeah.
take the better. Oh. And is it only the reroll that's 1 to 10? Yeah, only a second roll. Okay.
Oh, well. It's either an 8 or a 14, so 14.
Okay. So it's not a matter of if you do find it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a matter of if you have enough time.
Yeah.
Even with you being able to navigate through these places without getting into places you shouldn't be is another matter entirely to move through. And you start feeling like, where could she have gone?
Mm-hmm.
You ended up finding the entrance to that the audience chamber, one of the many, but obviously she's long gone from there by the time you get there, moving around. And you don't find her. Instead, you find a excuse me, a guard walking through a hallway, and you see in their traditional it's heavy armor throughout there. Again, that gold and blue sailed plated armor over there, thick as they move through with spear in hand. Definitely stick out in the crew. They actually have this helmet that's thick on their head and looking like a knight. Just
yeah, I'm gonna go up to him. I just go right up to him. I'm like, excuse me, do you know where Pharaoh went?
Are you referring to the Queen?
Yes.
What is your business with her?
I'm her husband. I'm just plainly say it. Adam. I was on to buy it not long ago.
Make a persuasion roll.
Natural 1.
Oh, you should have saved that hero point, my friend.
Why don't you wait right here?
Yeah, sure.
You go and you see that he was meeting another guard at the corner. You go over. There's like
There's a prince and a guy.
You get a strange sense of deja vu.
When I hear them, I run up to them. I'm like, look, I need to get to her.
They're a little confused at how you reach them so fast. They're just like,
she probably thinks I'm dead.
I feel like somebody says this on every planet that she visits.
I know.
Well, Mr. Prince, you wish to see the Queen, your wife?
Yes.
Perhaps you can fit in an appointment with the representative over here at the embassy.
How long would that take?
A long time.
I don't have a long time.
Well, you better start getting it.
Is there like a window? Can I like see outside?
yeah, of course. There's windows all around the hallways here. The slate hallway you're in has like a bend to it as you look over. And what are you looking for?
Can I look like towards the capital ship to try and see if anyone's being escorted to it?
Make a perception roll.
16?
16? Okay, you hear their laughter.
Yep.
Out, and you see down below, and one of them says, we better get going. And you see a shape coming from one of the capital ship. Looks like it's been in transit, and it looks to be a Nabayan shuttlecraft. Just this large spearhead, like tip as it comes in, it lands outside, and guards begin to file out, forming a perimeter.
Can I try to get outside as fast as I can, like to try and
You certainly
intercept
can.
it?
Yeah.
All right.
You can get outside pretty easily, and a crowd is starting to form. About, and some of the crowd is getting a bit rowdy as they start forming along, trying, you hear warmongers, yeah, people who are in support and that, and there's just guards all throughout each side there. You actually see one person try and hop over the barrier they created, and a Nabayan guard grabs this young-looking individual by the back of their neck and basically throws them on the metal barricade so hard, you swear he breaks this individual's back. Whatever spinal column this alien might have, just and chucks him back.
Oh my god.
And people back up a bit, and some are a little more rowdy. No mercy amongst these guards. And you're in the crowd, are you?
I'm gonna try to get closer. I'm just gonna try to get as close.
You move
to
through.
Fear as I can.
Make a strength roll.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Elias, you see the channels moving that.
No, the Queen of the Bar makes her
Her departure as quickly as she came, and you see there's like ships above filming. You see through the crowd, and you see a familiar individual kind of worming their way through. What do you so are you trying to get over the barricade, or
I'm gonna try to get to the barricade.
okay, easy enough with your you move through and you reach the end, and you see out of the building another 6 guards walk out side by side, and in the middle you see Queen of Nabaya.
I'm gonna yell her name again, just like Farah, it's Adam.
Yeah, the crowd. What?
Yeah,
It's loud.
all right. I'm gonna, noticing that no one can hear me and that she's just doesn't see me at all. I'm going to Sonic Boom.
Okay. This is a fortitude save?
Yeah, it's fortitude save.
All right. So for the crowd,
Yeah.
9,
Okay.
which is
What's the save for a 9 affliction?
19.
Okay.
So 2 degrees of failure.
Okay. So that's a stun.
Okay.
Crowd
What's
is
the
stunned.
range on it? Does it just say? Does it say?
It does not say. I assume that means just 30 feet.
Yep. It's just area. All right. Guards,
Okay.
18. So just 1 for them.
Okay, so dazed.
Okay. 16.
Okay,
For the
so also
queen.
dazed.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
And the crowd would be frantic if all of them weren't just ears ringing, some nose bleeding, whatever nostrils of the species might have. Go down,
The
and
grenade just went off.
immediately all the guards are in battle mode. They form a circle around the queen. You see this, Elias, and you just hear like, there seems to be a problem down at the embassy. And
Oh god damn it.
windows towards the closer to the building have shattered.
Yeah, and when it gets
God.
quiet, you know, after the crowd stops,
Yeah.
I'm just like, Vera. I kind of just lean over the barrier, trying to like get closer.
I'm like watching the screen through fingers like, Adam, what the hell are you
Okay, so
doing?
you're alone young man, individual is calling out.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, and the guard, you can't even see her as the guards form this phalanx around, and just these spears, these heavy spears are pointed at you.
Yeah, I'm like, it's Adam, it's your husband, and I try to like quickly run like around behind the guards.
Yeah, they have a circle, and you move behind, and they're also trained on you, like,
Yeah.
and you hear, stop. And a guard moves aside. Adam?
I like
Yeah.
lean closer to the screen. I'm like, oh my god, Jackie's gonna kill us.
Put your spear away, soldier. You're pointing at your king.
Yeah, I kind of like shake my head a little. I'm like, what happened?
Savannah, how do you turn this thing up?
I reckon you just... And she says, jump. And the guards, they move, and they start to escort both of you. It says, onto the ship.
Okay, yeah, okay. I get on with it.
And you watch as Adam gets
Oh
on
my
the
god, they're getting on the ship together. I like break out my communicator. I'm like, Adam, what the fuck just happened? Like, I just watched what happened on TV. Like, hello?
Am I in
Adam?
Ross yet?
There is the cabin that you're in is this as lavish as a sort of cargo like area could really be. Like, the seat is larger, more comfortable. There's only one like really nice seat. So you know, you're in like this normal seat over there. There's the transport section, then a little hallway into the cockpit that you can't really see past. 3 of the guards are inside with you, just standing in this small kind of cramped space.
Yeah.
And Fira, and yeah, you're
Yeah.
and Fira's just like staring at you. She sits down.
I'm looking back at her, like kind of awkward. So I'm like, you're the queen now, huh?
All you can see are just her eyes is reading you and the glowing gem on her forehead.
Mm.
So just keep the tense music on.
This is wild.
A lot happened since I was gone. I tap her, like I tap my forehead, signaling to like her circlet. Like that. You got the centrum?
She takes it off and unceremoniously just frisbee tosses it to you. A fake.
I was gonna say, thought that got destroyed.
She, ask for it back. I thought you were dead, Adam.
I mean, to tell you the truth, I kind of was afraid that you were too.
You have no idea how relieved I am. She sort of like that strong disposition she had earlier. Her shoulders kind of slumped now, and like, lets out her breath.
I have so many questions.
Yes, I imagine you do. Or is anyone else with you?
Yeah, I have a kind of a big group with me, actually.
See, you have to invite them up.
I would love to,
Sorry, you've caught me way off guard here.
No, I mean, you kind of caught me off guard too. I was kind of expecting to see my mom when they said the queen.
Yes, your mother. Let's, we'll talk about that over dinner.
Yeah.
And she motions to the guard. She says, have set up a banquet over on our table. I wanted to, when's the best time for you? Are you tired? What is, you look a little rough.
Yeah, I haven't really slept in about a day.
Sleeping quarters set up for the king. And it's starting over. Go. And the guards, yes, miss. Gives you a bow as well, and moves in the hallway, leaving you with two others.
Everyone I'm with, they're on a ship. It's docked called the Halo's Prominence.
Okay, yes, we will get that situated immediately. Who brought you here?
That's kind of a funny story. A bounty hunter.
A bounty hunter?
Yeah. His name's Rooknova. He's a nice guy.
Okay. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No. It was kind of just coincidence, I think, that he found us. He found me.
See.
He found out where I was in the galaxy and came and got me and all my friends. Now we're here.
Good. Very good. Well, I will send a shuttle for them immediately.
Okay, yeah. With only the best treatment, right?
Fit for a king.
Awesome. Okay.
Unfortunately, I haven't been able to clear up my schedule for something like this, so we might have to wait until.
Yeah.
Wow. I
can't stop you from your queenly duties, but at some point we'll have to catch each other up.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
And after a few more minutes, the ship has this. Well, until then, enjoy your stay in the Retribution's Forge. Opens up and you're in what looks to be a hangar bay, large, and you see Nabayan fighter ships, these angular vehicles that sharpened, set up basically like triangles, but standing on like a point, on these class that move in. There are dozens of them in this bay alone, just being shuffled through, almost stacked side by side like a deck of cards. There's soldiers everywhere, and there's a procession that is waiting for her, and they see you as well, and all of them bow. And in this hangar alone, or in this section, there's a legion of Nabayan soldiers waiting.
All right, I might have to get some fancier clothes. I know I just got this outfit, but now I'm on here.
A smaller Nibian woman, short white hair, with a pad, and she's wearing this uniform, comes up, says, yeah, looks over to Fira, and she, King Adam?
Yeah.
Yes, wow, it takes a little getting used to. Allow me to escort you to your quarters, please.
Sure, yeah, thank you.
Fira says, soon, my darling.
Yeah, soon. Okay, I'm just kind of like looking around, like taking in the sight of this immense ship. I'll follow her.
Yeah, and there's a guard that moves with you. Back at the ship. You watch the ship. Basically, the ship take away. That's the last you saw of Adam.
Like,
Cedric's like, what do we do?
Adam just left. We'll wait for Jackie to come back, I guess.
Oh god, man.
And then we break the news to her, and then she kills all of us, and then we don't have to worry about it.
Why'd he do on his own, man?
I don't know, but he's got some pull with the Nibians. He'll be okay.
Oh man.
And then if he's not, we'll have to
I'm
get
free.
him.
I'm free.
Breathe.
I need a bag. I need a bag.
V, you have a cigarette?
Do I have a cigarette?
Like Cedric needs a cigarette.
I don't gambling and smoking in 1 week. What are you trying to do to me, man?
There's only one quick way to relax.
You hear a
Oh, what the hell is that?
Xavier sounded like it's from the in your door.
Okay. I guess I'll go check it out.
The group kind of like move behind you. Cedric and Xavier behind their corner. And the larger bay that leads out into the door, and you see the blast doors are shut. Then you open it, and you die.
I expected as much.
Yeah. In front of you stands olive-colored, stands deep, black hair, wearing these robes and a sash around his chest, a book in one hand. Tall, straight-backed. You see leader of the Umbra Collective, Big Shot, in front of you. Elias.
Big Shot. Huh. Fancy meeting you here, I guess. What's up?
We have come for you. And your friends.
Why?
You do not belong here.
What is that supposed to mean?
None of us belong here.
What?
We have come to take you back.
Where?
And you see down the ramp, you see two individuals step up as well. And you see an older woman, white hair, and this sort of black jumpsuit step. You see Delilah Spring, and you see beside her long hair back, also in a similar black jumpsuit, sword at the side. You see your father step aside as well.
What the hell is the meaning of this? Why are you following us?
I warned you. We warned you. This will not be tolerated. We are doing this for the safety of the Earth. And I am sorry you cannot see that. This is not a negotiation.
You can't take us back. The Nibians just took Adam.
Then we will have to take him back as well.
No, you can't do that either. We have to go meet with them to find out what's going on so they don't blow up this fucking space station thing.
As I said, this is not a negotiation.
You're not taking me back.
I was hoping this wouldn't have to be difficult.
What are you gonna do to us then?
See, Distord reach down, ready his sword. Delilah, getting too old for this. And you hear a and the ship shakes. That should be Rachel. You have nowhere to run, Elias. You will return to Earth, and we will take Adam as well.
I activate my ghost shield.
And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. It's throwing everyone at us, huh?
Oh my god, I'm gonna fight my fucking dad. What's that? The Cards Against Humanity card. Overpowering your father.
Well, that was eventful.
I'm so stressed.
I thought I'll be damned if I get arrested for a third time in this fucking campaign.
I don't want to fight Delilah.
Well, it's a good thing that you're with the Nevians, isn't it? Because I'm about to fight everybody and die in your honor. You're welcome.
You and Jackie.
Well, Jackie's not back yet.
That's true. Yeah.
But she'll come back with super robo action.
Oh my god.
Thank you all for joining us for this episode of Initiative. If it was your first time watching and you're like, wow, that was great. I don't know what happened, but I want to see more. You can check us out on all social medias and all the VODs on YouTube or Spotify. You can listen to us on slightly updated audio over there. Just look up Initiative by Keep Tappin Initiative Keep Tappin and you'll find us onto there. We're also on
those links.
Drop the links.
So everybody.
Thank you, Taylor, as always, our glorious mod in chat. You can also check him out in some of our guest episodes.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We are here.
Yeah, he played an awesome character.
We're here every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern every week.
If you're watching on Twitch, stick around because we're going to raid someone.
We're going to raid. Make someone feel good. Give them some viewers.
Hell yeah.
I think that's it right now. Nothing's happening. There's no holiday or
Yeah,
anything.
we don't have anything to push either.
Let's see.
Join our Discord too.
Yeah,
join our Discord.
Yeah, all fan art. If you have fan art,
send it to that Discord.
You can make fan art. You can also send it to our email address at keeptappinx@gmail.com. If you don't, maybe you're shy and don't want to show it off on Discord or whatever. I don't know why you do that because we're gonna show it off.
Right? Yeah. That fan art is gonna end up on the bottom left corner of our feed.
Over there. So, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you next week. We love you. Bye bye.
See ya.
Peace.